Chapter 13. India. Location, Geological Structure and Physiography 1. Introduction. India holds a unique position among the countries of the world. India is a country having largest democracy and its culture is one of the oldest. It has the largest democracy in the world. The coordinating attitude of our culture has not discarded any religion, race or people, but has accepted them wholeheartedly. Thus, impartiality towards all religions, people and races is the peculiar characteristic of India. That is why India has become a cultural confluence. Even though many natural and man-induced disasters have taken place, India has consistently continued her progress. The geographical conditions have contributed immensely towards the development and progress of Indian culture. India. Location, size and area. Geographically, India lies in the northern hemisphere. It extends up to the southern part of Asian continent. The span of the mainland of India extends from 8 degrees 4 minutes to 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes and from 68 degree 7 minute east longitude to 97 degrees 25 minutes east longitudes. The Tropic of Cancer, which is located at 23 degrees 5 minutes north latitude and divides the country into two parts, passes through the center of India. Its northern part is spread more in the east-west direction. The large plains and the Himalayan mountain system are located in this part. The area to the south of Tropic of Cancer has a triangular shape and tapers towards the south. This is basically a part of the peninsular plateau. It includes the eastern plains and the narrow western coastal plains. The latitudinal as well as longitudinal extents of India are almost equal, which is about 30 degrees. But actually, the length between Kashmir to Kanyakumari is 3,214 kilometers, and from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, the width is 2,933 kilometers. There is a difference of 2 hours in the local times between the two extreme places, starting from Gujarat in the west up to Arunachal Pradesh in the east, due to the longitudinal difference. When it is sunrise in Arunachal Pradesh, it is still night time in Gujarat. The standard meridian of India is 82 degrees 30 minutes east longitude. It passes through 5 states. Its local time is accepted as the standard time of India. Total area of India is 32.8 lakh square kilometers, and India ranks 7th in the world in terms of area. Other 6 countries larger than India are 1. Russia, 2. Canada, 3. USA, 4. China, 5. Brazil, and 6. Australia. The land area of India lies in South Asia. In the north, lofty mountain ranges are spread over hundreds of kilometers from west to east direction. That is why the commuting with Tibet and China is possible only through passes located at high altitude. Bay of Bengal lies to the east, Arabian Sea to the west, and Indian Ocean to the south of peninsular India. The sea is utilized as a waterway. Even though the land routes are obstructed by surrounding mountains, India has accepted all cultural elements arriving from outside, and these have merged into Indian society. India holds a strategic location in Eastern Hemisphere, and it has a strategic importance also. India is in the Eastern Hemisphere. Oceans have contributed immensely in developing mutual relations in ancient times. India had trade relations with East Africa, West Asia, South Asia, and Southeast Asia since ancient times. India had developed cultural and commercial relations with them due to her location. No country in Indian Ocean has a long maritime boundary as India has. Due to this strategic location, the ocean is named as Indian Ocean. Location of India across the international waterways is also important. With the opening of Suez Canal in 1869, the distance between India and Europe has reduced by about 7,000 kilometers. Sea routes connecting East and Southeast Asia and Australia to Africa and Europe pass through the Indian Ocean. The Circum-African Waterway and Suez Canal Waterway pass by India. Canada and USA can be reached through the same waterway via Strait of Malacca and the Pacific Ocean. India has contacts with many countries since many centuries. Goods and ideas are being exchanged since ancient times. Similarly, concepts of Upanishads, stories of Ramayana and Panchtantra, therapeutic methods, Indian numerical figures and decimal system, etc. could reach many parts of the world. India holds an important place in South Asia. There are 29 states, 1 national capital territory of Delhi, and 6 union territories in India. Like to know. Telangana was created as 29th state from its state Andhra Pradesh on 2nd June 2014. Neighbors of India. India has a common land boundary with Pakistan and Afghanistan in northwest, with China, Nepal, Bhutan in northeast, and with Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. In the south, Sri Lanka and Maldives are our maritime neighbors. India and Sri Lanka are separated by Park Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Lakshadweep Islands are located in Arabian Sea, while Andaman Nicobar Islands are located in Bay of Bengal. Like to know. Indira Point, which was the southernmost point of India, was submerged in 2004 due to tsunami. With this, few islands of Andaman Nicobar were also submerged into the ocean. Geological structure. The current physiography of India is the result of tectonic and crustal movements of the earth. Both constructive as well as destructive effects of these movements are seen. The knowledge about the interior of the earth is very interesting. The crust of the earth floats over the semi-liquid rocks of the asthenosphere. Heat is generated due to the radioactive process in the interior of the earth. It tends to reach the surface of the earth by generating convectional currents. These upward currents break the upper layers, which break into large pieces which are known as lithospheric plates or tectonic plates. There are 7 major tectonic plates. These are 1. Pacific Plate, 2. North American Plate, 3. South American Plate, 4. European Plate, 5. African Plate, 6. Indo-Australian Plate, and 7. Antarctic Plate. At some places, these plates are drifting away from each other, which are known as divergent plates. At some places, these plates come closer to each other, which are known as convergent plates. Due to divergence and convergence processes, folding and faulting take place. Due to the movements of these plates over millions of years, shapes of landforms as well as their locations have changed. The process of divergence is responsible for all the tectonic and volcanic activities on the earth. Wherever these drifting plates have collided with one another, it has resulted into mountain building process. Wherever these plates drift away, fissures are created within landforms and oceans. The continents situated along these fissures are drifting continuously. Such plates are called convergent plates. India was part of a very vast and an ancient landmass known as the Gondwana land. This large landmass consisted of the present South America, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Over a period, the Indo-Australian plate started drifting gradually towards north. It is so believed that this plate collided with the large European plate before about 5 crore years. Due to the collision between Indo-Australian plate and the European plate, the Himalayan mountain system emerged out of Tethys Sea. A large valley was formed to the south of the Himalayan system, wherein alluvial sediments were deposited by the rivers flowing from north and south of it. Thus, the Ganga plain between Himalayas and the southern peninsula was formed. A huge volcanic eruption took place in the northwest of the peninsular plateau, as a result of which the western portion of the plateau was disintegrated and was submerged. This led to the formation of Arabian Sea. Due to this submergence, the western Ghats became more distinct. Thus, a large diversity is seen in the Indian subcontinent. Lofty mountain ranges are seen in the north. Many plateaus, summits and passes are seen within them. Ganga, Yamuna and Brahmaputra rivers flow in the northern plains. Their alluvial deposits have formed this plain. Two edges in the form of ghats on two sides of the plateau and coastal plains on eastern and western margins are situated. Thus, India holds a diversified physiography.